Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to my normality. Yesterday we returned with the Formula 4 series here at Circuit Navarra. Now, prior to signing up to this race, I had never driven a lap around this track inside iRacing. I know it's free content, I've just never given it a go. My only frame of reference about this venue is actually my dad driving it on iRacing, so I don't know if any of you have ever seen my dad driving on the sim. He might not be the greatest reference point in the world. Maybe I'm just being horrible. I'm meant to be doing some racing with him soon, actually. So maybe I'll make a couple of videos on the channel if that's something you guys would like to see. But from doing some laps in practice, I don't like this place. It's awful, especially in the Formula 4 car. So far this season, we haven't got through a single race without an incident or kind of a spin or something going wrong. Will today change this? Based on the incident report at the end of the video, probably not. This race is complete and utter chaos. Like I said, the incident report at the end is hilarious. There'll be timestamps linked down below if you just want to go check that out. A massive thank you to everybody for their continued support as well. Make sure you hit that sub button, and let's head down to the track. Well, my goal inside this race today then is just to take it nice and easy and try to survive. So far, every F4 race I've done this season, I've had one little moment or another. Nothing kind of race ruining, but not ideal either. So I'm not feeling particularly confident here, but we'll just wait and see as to how this goes.
Finish in the top 13.
According to there we go, crew chief, I've got to gain one place.
Okay, mate, get ready. Floor it, green, green, green.
Lights out and away we go then, and let's see how everybody handles it in towards someone already. A couple of cars getting rather close to comfort against each other. I'm just going to try and hold the inside and pray that keeps me out of too much danger. These first couple of corners are horrible to try and kind of get it hooked up. So I'm just going to hug that first curb. Oh, and hug the second one as well, as I thought for a split second that guy on my outside might not have spotted me. Luckily he has done, and well, it's mainly turn 1, 2 and 3, or turn 2 and turn 3 I should say, and then this corner as well, that I'm really struggling to kind of work out what line I need. So I think everybody, I mean, it's just horrible where you're trying to rotate the car, scroll off speed, and it's bumpy.
Okay, start will do.
It's really, really tricky to kind of get it positioned exactly where you need it. That and as well, the curbs are massive around here, I very quickly learned. As Jack there just sensed to look up the inside, but not quite able to get the power down on the exit. Should be a 9-lap race, this one. So it's a fairly long lap in these cars. One of the longer ones we do in the F4 series, but you know, it's not quite Spa that we did a couple of weeks ago. Was, I mean, in these kind of cars as well, it's just going to be a lot of concertina and up, I would expect, on lap 1 especially. So we'll try and leave it in third gear through there. Back end gets a little bit loose, but I think definitely once we've got the tyres up to temperature,
the driver in front of us is
definitely going to be the line.
Car number 9, C license.
Thought for a second he was referring to Luciano Berti then. Could have had an ex-Formula 1 driver in this lobby, but sadly not. That would have been great for the clickbait early on there, as just seeing if I can try and scare the guy in front. No, instead I'm going to get a little bit spooked by the guy behind there, but I think we've gained 1 place on lap 1, and that might simply have been P13 never actually started, so I think, yeah, we've done alright there. We're at 1 spot then as we make our way back towards turn 1, but especially now with the slipstream and everything else. Where on earth do we try and get the car stopped? I try and go for a bit more braking early, and then obviously just try and carry the speed on the exit. As Jack is being fairly cautious, but he's cautiously aggressive so far, but it's just not really benefiting either of us. He's not really committing to any moves there, as though that is not the line through that next corner. But you kind of take the risky line on the entry to get a bit of a safer line through the exit. It's kind of that compromise that you have to make around here. So guy in front of me, don't know if that's a little bit of netcode or whether he's taking some slightly obscure lines as well then, but I believe we need P11 in this race if I want to gain some iRacing as well. So of course, as always, that is the goal. Keep trying to get, you know, the iRacing rolling in.
Chance here. Keep harrying him.
Yeah, we've definitely got to try and go for it. This guy seems to be struggling just a little bit. See if we can try and force an error fairly soon. But again, I don't actually think he's that slow. Oh, it's just everybody trying to keep the tyres in good nick early on. As here we go, we might get dived.
Clear right.
No, again, he thinks about it. We actually get a 0x for contact that time round. Surely we've got to go for it. We've got a 2x. How on earth was that a
Stewards about
2x? He ran
limits.
into the
Keep
back
on
of me.
your left.
So that guy very, very early on the brakes.
Clear left.
We'll get it parked up nicely on the apex through the final corner there, but yeah, how on earth was that a 2x? Oh, there's plenty going on behind us then. So it looks like immediately Luciano, I think, not happy with the other guy for the dive bomb.
1 C license, and their rating is 2.2.
Thought Jack gave him a little bit of room on the exit, but apparently not. But there we go, now we've got a little bit of breathing room. Oh, just in front, there's someone else I think has made an error. Whoa, there's like 4 cars spinning behind. Oh, just see about 3 of them heading towards me, trying to work out whether we're going to potentially get taken out and all of that. But clearly, if you go anywhere near Jack, you're going to be involved in chaos, apparently. Seems to be the rule early on, as I do not want to be going for that earlier downshift through there. Then you need it down in 2nd gear to make sure you've scrubbed off enough speed. Although 3rd feels like the one you want to be using on the exit. But
Yellow
yeah,
flag.
we need... Oh, there you go. Another one's gone for a bit of a half spin. Don't know whether Antoine... Yeah, it's just about able to hang ahead of me then in towards the next corner, but people are really struggling with the updates on the F4 car. Definitely feels less forgiving.
Their rating is 2.2.
It was always kind of the way with this car, is you wanted just to slide it a little bit, but it could get very, very skittish. And that seems to be more prominent this season than I've really noticed before, which is a little bit peculiar to try and get used to. You know, I think that's why I've made a couple of mistakes as well so far this season, but oh, I can't. Nice and tidy. Maybe we can try and use this guy,
10 minutes.
obviously just to bring us a little bit closer to a few more in this race. I think I need 10th, actually. I think if I came 11th, I might lose like 1 or 2 iRating in this one. But, you know, we're exceeding our current skill level inside this lobby. I mean, this is just a random 8 PM race on a Thursday. 200 sign-ups. Absolutely blew my mind when I saw that. There seems to be a massive gap opening up behind. But yeah, 200 sign-ups. I was blown away by that. I don't know if this is streamed somewhere or something like that. Or top split. Oh, that's annoying. There you go. Immediately. Try and get out of the way as best as I can. Oh, and another one's gone.
On your right. Right side's
Oh,
clear.
this car, man. I don't know why. It just seems to happen once every single race so far. You just get one little moment. And I knew it was either going to be there or down here that it was going to catch me out this time. But so I just need to get more seat time with it. See, guy in front of me now as well, having a little bit of a wobble. But it's just so tricky because you feel like you overstep it once and it will immediately kind of catch you out there, as I had to try to avoid the guy behind me almost running to the back of me through the exit of the corner as well. But I mean, we could have done a lot more damage from that. You know, we could have been wiped out or anything as well. It's a very dangerous corner for that to happen.
Car ahead
more
is
yellows.
Dimitrov, car number 6, C license.
Not too sure what's happened. Oh, we've got a car stopped apparently up ahead. Is there a car in the wall or anything? I can see more plumes of smoke, so I mean the instant report at the end of this is going to be fascinating. There's someone I think's gone. Got another one stopped. Where on earth is it? I can't see anything. Oh, there's one into the pit lane as well, so that's going to be one freebie back in the right direction then. And yeah, plenty of chaos in this race so far. As all that guy. That is not the line you want through there, through the final corner, but he's done a pretty good job with it. We should be able to get a nice slipstream on the run back down in towards turn 1. Yeah, there we go. 2 of them actually involved in that, so we're going to gain a couple of freebies. We're up now into 11th then. So now we're into positive iRating territory, seemingly out of nowhere. So maybe by having that little spin by myself, I've avoided potentially more danger. And, well, this is now a battle for the top 10 then in this race. This circuit as well, I've noticed, is very, very weird for its track limits. Kind of allows you to be quite flexible with some of it, but then very, very strict with others. But it is free content on iRacing, so I think that will also explain why it's popular. So we got another couple of spinners. Oh, don't rejoin there, sir. What is he doing? That is a terrible rejoin. I mean, I guess we're up inside the top 10 then, but we are going to have so many incidents to look through by the end of this. So come on then, we've got to try and find the way around this guy again. I think we're looking at just a little bit quicker. Show the nose. See if we can, you know, force an error or anything like that. So there you go. He just overcommits into the first part of the corner. And will that give us a run in towards this next turn as well? Down the inside, we'll have a look. Well, he kind of outbroke himself there. Oh, jumps out of the way.
Clear right.
That was a bit scary.
Car right. Clear right.
That all got a little bit messy.
Car left.
Did not expect that guy to try and launch it around my
Still clear
outside, but
left.
there we are. And that's actually worked out quite well for Maxim
It's getting
in the
closer.
end.
The gap is now 0.2.
I feel like everybody at the moment just doesn't really know how to race these cars. It's a little bit scary. So there you go. Again, he tries to have a look for it down in that final corner. It's horrible. You don't really actually want to take too much apex through the inside through there, otherwise it will throw the car out. So you've just got to be really, really careful, because obviously somebody else will sense an opportunity to try and go for it.
That's half distance.
So we only
You're looking
gained
good
one
for
spot
fuel.
then from that spinner, so you can get this one nice smooth motion as the guy in front of me
Left.
shows what not to do. Once again, we're going to be
Still
side by
there.
side on
Clear
the
left.
exit.
The gap in front is now 0.2.
Carried a lot of speed off the exit of the corner, but he was completely out of line, ready for the next part. So we'll just scrub off a little bit of speed on the way in. See if we can just show the nose, but yeah, the guy behind me as well, I think, is very much kind of wanted to see how this pans out and maybe try and claim a spot for himself. Sometimes it's good to be a little bit patient, especially, well, in this race so far. If we've learned anything, as again, just slightly there. You get that little bit of a slide, and it really cooks the tyres. So you have got to be really, really careful with it. So that is late on the brakes. Actually, we've got it slowed down quite nicely that time. It kind of just gripped up wonderfully there. That was a little bit weird. I wouldn't rely on it to do that. It was good.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
I think this is the problem as well, where the curbs here are so jagged. It's fine in, like, sports cars and stuff, but in this thing, I mean, it's just throwing the car around. I mean, you can hear it through the wheel. How loud it is as well. So just get the curb smooth out, iRacing. It'd be a lot better. 41.5, that's not a bad time. That's again, he's just trying to have a look for it down at that final turn, but I need to try and get a run on Maxim somewhere. I think he's got a little bit more pace than me at the moment, but not enough that he's kind of able to break away. And I think if we can just lean on him, you know, fill his mirrors again,
The last lap time was
focus on him rather than the guy behind.
1:43.2.
That's a second slower than my PB so far in this race. There's my reference point for there.
On
Oh,
your
hello.
right. Right side's clear. Car
Great.
Left. Clear, car left. Clear left.
That's wonderful,
Car
isn't it?
right. Clear right. You have 8 incident points. Push,
Oh, I've
push,
got
push.
wheel
We can
damage
get
as
this
well.
guy.
I don't know if we got to meet,
We'll
but
need
he
to
has
come in for
apologised.
repairs. They've shown
Yeah,
us the
there you
report.
go. That might be race over. Oh, man. I just got completely blindsided. I had no idea he was spinning. On my screen, it looked like he was just dive bombing me, so I was just going to try and do the old up and under on him, but didn't actually realise he was completely out of control. Because I guess we're going to have to try and serve that fast repair then at some point. I don't know. We might be able to get to the end. Because it normally gives you 3 laps, I believe, so I might just risk it at this point, to be honest. Oh, no, the
Right,
car's
the guy ahead of
screwed.
us is Rubio, car number 14. C license.
Yeah, car is not in a good
Car right.
place.
Clear right.
I mean, this race has just been typical Formula 4, hasn't it? Just complete chaos. Especially, you know, as it's a free circuit, you probably get a lot more people signing up as well, because obviously it's one of the only Formula D license races, I suppose, you can do. But yeah, we need to make sure we take the fuel out. Don't replace the tyres. We got another one gone. No idea what's happening. But yeah, we'll come in, serve that fast repair, and hopefully still get out there for some damage limitation. I've got no idea where the pit lane entry line
What's your
is.
speed limit in the pits? Pit lane
There it
speed
is.
limit is 60
That's fine.
kilometers per hour.
Ugh.
We expect you'll be coming out of the pits into clear air. When we exit the pits, we should be in position 90.
Oh no, it was on the wrong mouse.
Car
Oh,
in
that's
front
bad.
is Cowell, car number 10. D license.
Oh, that's bad. Hey, come on. Oh, wonderful. Oh no.
Front left, 95%.
Oh man.
Rear, 91.
This race is going so badly. I mean, how are they? I mean, everybody's still in it. It's probably the even more surprising bit. We've only had like 1 or 2 DNFs. How is everybody still running towards the end of this race? My iRating is going to take an absolute beating
Your pit exit
by the
looks
end of
clear.
this.
P19.
I didn't realise auto fuel was set to 0, so I only needed to worry about the tyres.
The car in front of us is Hurion, car number 16.
Oh
D license.
man. Well, some of them don't go so well, and so far this season it seems to be all the Formula 4 races I do don't go that well. Maybe I need to do more GT3s, because that fixed race we did at Spa a couple of days ago was absolutely fantastic fun. But I guess we're basically just poodling around now, trying to just see if we can gain any more spots, damage limitation, and all of that. But, I mean, 10x as well. It has been disastrous. I cannot wait for the incident report to be longer than the race itself by the end of this. Making our way then up in towards the final couple of corners. I mean, everybody else has already finished and is leaving the session, but... oh, what an absolute disaster that one has been. I can't wait to sit and have a look through the incident report, though, because I think there's certainly going to be some crazy moments if we take a look through that. An action-packed race, but unfortunately, wrong place at the wrong time for me. I think if I want to get my Formula rating up, I'm going to need to do more like F1 Challenge and, you know, some of the classic F1 series. Bits and pieces like that. Over the line, though, we don't give up.
P19.
It's P19 when all is said and done.
That's the end of the session.
Disappointed, I won't lie. But yeah, like I said, we'll take a look at our incidents and then, of course, our final race results. I mean, I'm sure there was chaos before we even got into turn 1 then. 3 wide. I think this was just around me, wasn't it, in towards those first couple of corners. A little bit of bumping and bashing. I believe, yeah, we are down the inside of all of this, and yeah, they actually did fairly well there to stay out too much trouble. This was down at the final corner then. What happened between these two? Oh, okay. So we just kind of completely shouldered out then in the end. It's not the biggest incident I know I've ever seen in the world, but yeah, definitely a little bit rude, I think is the way we'll describe that one. You know, he gave you plenty of space and you just kind of, yeah, forced him completely off the circuit on the exit of the corner. Up next then, back down in towards turn 1. This was what happened behind me in 2 of them. You can see the other guy was quite sketchy anyway, and the other one went round as well, a little bit further behind. Nice corner cut on the exit. Make up a little bit of the time you lost through there, but so easy to do at that first corner. And you can see the other guy as well, synchronized spinning, actually takes another guy with him, and then really not too sure about that rejoin either. Kind of just kept moving along the racing line for whatever reason there, but got away without too much damage. This was another one then happening right behind me. Just wedged it over that curb, and it will apparently spin you straight out. I haven't done that yet, so I need to make sure I learn from others' mistakes. There we go. Purple car in towards the first couple of corners. Too hot, too heavy. There's me spinning as well, just up in front. We won't look at that one on the replay, but that was an alright rejoin as well. Who's this guy then? I mean, that's optimistic if ever I've seen it. Look at that. He gets the move done down the inside at the corner beforehand. He thinks, right, I've just got to send it. That is the moment. This is the problem when you try to decide that you're going to send it before you've assessed the situation. Like, pretty much here, he's decided now he's going to send it into this next corner no matter what happens. And this just doesn't work. Like, if the other guy swings defensive or just isn't exactly where you want him to be, you just send him to the shadow round, and that's really not good. Not good racing from the black and red car there, which is a little bit of a shame. What happened up next then? You can see everybody's trying to rejoin. I think that was meant to be revenge. And there's even more chaos as well. So I think what happened there is, yeah, the other guy, obviously, he's got span out. He's trying to get back on the road. And I think just assumes he spotted the wrong car. I mean, yeah, that is definite revenge on completely the wrong person, which is very embarrassing. And gets collected as well. I hope that guy gets banned for that one. Next corner then, coming up. Almost a little bit of contact there. Plenty of curb, and just pit maneuvers the guy in front of him. Not ideal either. This was yet another spin then, and again, another optimistic move. Apparently we only gained 1 position from this, but I really don't know how. As there goes me. But, yeah, again, just too optimistic, wasn't it? Clearly, you know, you've decided before the corner that you're going to go for that overtake, and it just hasn't really worked out for you. What happens down here then? Another dive bomb? Yep, another one. And, dearie me, people don't know how to race. It's called iRacing, not iCrashing. I know some of the science videos I do are all about just crashing cars on this game, but that's ridiculous. The amount of incidents so far. There you go, that's a more common one, just a nice spin down at the final corner. Are we finally going to get a look at the incident that happened to me? No, we've still got more going on before that. A little bit of Constantinaing up, nothing too scary there. We've got another grip spin at the final corner. Optimistic on the brake, sorry. And yeah, just goes around. We'll lose one spot, but we'll carry on going. Yeah, good recovery there. Here's the one that happened to me then. He's already got loose through the first curb. And yeah, I just thought... On my POV, I'm adamant he's going in at a straight line. I thought he just outbroke himself and was going past me. So I was basically just assuming that he'd go, obviously, flying a lot further. Obviously, I kind of spot it. And yeah, just completely in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wheels get bent out of shape. And that was, well, the main undoing of my race towards the end of it. We're still not done, though. There's even more. This guy, I mean, there was a tiny bit of contact there. That one I think we'll get away with. Luckily, doesn't try to dive bomb him at the very next corner. The final turn, I think, is going to claim another victim. Yeah, just, it's horrible. Because you know it's going round before it happens as well. As that guy behind almost just completely wiped him out as well, which has been quite funny. I think we're getting towards the end now. 17, a little bit loosey-goosey. Goes around, and will he rejoin badly? Yes, he will. Good job the other guy there had the awareness to spot him, but he went round again. At the very next corner, he's going to try and rejoin again. Almost bottom himself out over the curbs. But he does get going once more then. A couple more victims at the final corner. I think that's... Oh, he's tried to avoid the other guy, man. He's unlucky there. He's tried to be the good guy. And absolutely been screwed over in the process. These two, I think, have both binned it down here before. And just a little bit of contact that time. No harm, no foul there. And there we go. That is going to be all of the incidents from this race then. I mean, that's got to be a very, very long highlight package of chaos here at Circuit Navarra. But yeah, let's head back to the pit lane and we'll have a look through our final results. Well, there we are then, having a look at the final results there. It's a sea of red. It's not what I want to be looking at. Minus 0.26 SR there. Somehow I'm still above 3 right now, despite how many chaotic races we get. Minus 74 I rating as well. That is a very, very painful defeat when all is said and done. Max, I believe that's Maximilian, but in Polish. He will take the win. Dominated it. A second a lap faster than everybody else. Pole position, led every lap. Didn't get fastest lap, interestingly. But yeah, absolutely dominated this one. Ryan in P2. I believe the reward for most places gained there goes to Marquitos, the Argentinian, who went from 21st to 8th there. So a very good job about just kind of keeping it fairly clean and tidy. Carlos Rubio, the only driver to get through that entire race without an instant point, is very, very well done to him. But yeah, annoyingly for me, 14th to 19th in the end. 12 incidents. So we were only... there was a couple of guys that had a few more than me, so I guess we can take solace in that. Hugo got 14 incident points and still came third. That is very, very impressive by the end of the GP. But yeah, a little bit disappointed when all is said and done. But, you know, we can only come back stronger next week. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be back very soon with more iRacing content.